Oh baby, today is going to be a delicious, yummy day because I'm going to explain how you can publish your first cookbook in Kindle Amazon and hopefully make a buttload of money. Does that sound great? Then keep on watching and let's rock and roll, baby. Hi ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys from all over the world. Things are going to get delicious today because I'm going to talk about cookbooks. This is a video guide all about cookbooks. And if you're wondering, my name is Jordan Alexo, and if you still haven't liked this video, go right below, click on that thumbs up, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you still haven't done it. Not sure why. You're missing a lot of great content, a lot of gold nuggets of information on a weekly basis related to Kindle publishing and several ways for you to make money online. And today I'm excited. I think you can feel the energy over there on your side. And the reason I'm excited because this has been one of the niches where I have done the most money from all niches. I've been in the spirituality niche, I've been also in the fitness niche, and also a few other relationship niche. Also I've been in that niche, and this one has been the most profitable niche from all of them, okay, at least so far. Now with this situation, the economic crisis, things have kind of changed, but you can still make money with cookbooks nonetheless. Now this is going to be, I'm expecting a 4-part video guide where I'm going to explain everything that you need to learn in order for you to publish your first cookbook. I recommend for you to follow along, for you to get your hands busy and just follow along this video because it's easier for you to understand what I'm doing if you are following along. And if you have any questions, also you can leave it right below. I can help you. I'm here to help people out. Of course, that is my job over here, to guide you and help you with great information. Now the first part I'm going to talk about what you should expect about cookbooks, the pros and cons, and also I'm going to show to you how you can get a vast selection of keywords where you can later start analyzing your keywords. So in the second part I'm going to analyze the keywords. The third part I'm going to show to you how you can get an outline for your book and order your first book. And then in the last video I'm going to explain how you can publish your cookbook inside of KDP. So I'm going to show to you the whole process, okay? And okay, let's talk about what should you expect when it comes to cookbooks. Just need to drink a bit of water. What should you expect? The pros. Well, one of the things I like the most about cookbooks is that you can get easily away with shorter books, okay? This is a great way for you to just reduce the costs of your books, okay? Because when it comes to me, I still order my books from ghostwriters. Well, and I recommend for you to also to do the same. Of course, I mean, if you are an author and you want to publish a book with your own recipes, you can still follow along this video course because it's basically the same process. There's just a few things that you don't need to follow, such as later on I'm going to get an outline. I'm going to show you how you can order a book, and I mean, if it's your own recipes and so on, you perhaps don't need to do that. But if you want to order your own book, then just follow everything that I explained throughout this video guide. But it's the same thing. The process of publishing is always the same thing, okay? Anyway, the pros is that you can reduce the cost because you can produce shorter books, and of course that reduces the cost. When it comes to cookbooks, the length of my books is between 15,000, sometimes I go up to 17,000 words per book. And it's very easy for you to increase the length of your cookbook because I mean, you can add images to your books, and that immediately occupies a good portion of your pages inside of your cookbook, of course, and you can increase the length that way. And of course, I mean, the people who are purchasing your book, they are expecting for a recipe book to have images because people like to see how delicious the recipe that they are about to prepare will look before they actually do it. Okay, so I recommend for you to add images to your cookbooks. It's not essential, but I recommend for you to have. The other thing is, the other pro is you can do a ton of money when it comes to paperbacks. And also when it comes to Kindle, its virtual counterpart, I mean, it's kind of average. You shouldn't expect to make much money, but you can still make some money with your virtual virtual cookbook, e-cookbook. Yeah, that's the new word, e-cookbook, electronic cookbook. And for some reason, still, a lot of people purchase them when it comes to e-cookbook, electronic cookbook. And I guess the reason for that is people have their mobile and they are checking the recipes on their mobile while they are cooking them. So that is the reason why they still sell well when it comes to Kindle. But yeah, the most sales where you will get is definitely when it comes to paperback. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, when it comes to cons, what should you expect? Need to drink some water. Well, the first con is it's just a pain in the ass for you to get images for your cookbooks. I'm telling you, this is really hard. I mean, if you don't have like someone, if you're an author, you probably have someone to photograph your plates, your recipes, and so on. But if you're not, and you're getting your books from someone else, then it can really be a pain in the butt for you to find images. I'm telling you, it is hard. And I already did a lot of cookbooks, and it's a struggle. But later on, I'm going to show to you a few sources where you can actually find images for your cookbook. But that is the first con when it comes to producing cookbooks. The other one is when it comes to publishing in Amazon. If you want to publish your cookbook with colored images, Amazon is extremely expensive. I'm not saying that you can't do it, but it's extremely expensive. And in order for you to make some profit with your cookbook, it can be a struggle because I mean the cost for your cookbooks and the profitability. Then what happens is that you need to increase the price of your cookbook, and it may be hard because some customers may find your cookbook way too expensive. So that is one of the issues that I have with cookbooks. And a lot of times what I do is I publish my cookbooks with black and white images. It's not ideal, I know. And what happens, and you should expect that sometimes you will get customers just mad and complaining and leaving bad reviews because of that. But I actually publish my cookbooks with the color images inside of Ingram Spark. If you don't know, Ingram Spark is an alternative platform to Amazon where you can publish paperbacks and also ebooks over there and do some extra money, which I recommend for you to do. And actually, if you want to learn more about Ingram Spark, make sure to check my other tutorial. Just click on that small eye on the left side of the screen so you can watch that video tutorial later on. After you watch this video, just do that. And yeah, over there I actually publish my cookbooks with colored images because it is cheaper for them to produce the paperbacks in their service and so on. So that is one of the issues that I have. And the other issue, and the last one, is that you shouldn't expect to sell audiobooks. I guess you already know that. I mean, nobody really buys recipe books with when it comes to audio. I mean, that doesn't happen. Sometimes it happens. I mean, I still produce some audiobooks for cookbooks. It's ridiculous, but I still get a few sales. But it's not, I mean, you shouldn't expect to make much money. I wonder why people buy cookbooks in audio. It's strange, but it happens. It happens. Okay, now let's talk about how you can actually find keywords for your cookbooks, or where you can actually publish cookbooks later on. So what you want to do is simply go to the Amazon bestseller Kindle store. I recommend for you to go to Google and just search for Amazon bestseller Kindle, and yeah, you should go to this page over here, as you may see. And what you want to do once you are on this page is simply go to nonfiction over here, this nonfiction, and just click on it. And there are two categories where you can find a lot of keywords, or if you don't know, keywords are search terms or book titles for your books. Over here, the two categories where you can more easily find them is in cooking, food, and wine. And if you want to publish, I would say dieting cookbooks like Keto Cookbook or something like that, you can find those type of book titles in health, fitness, and dieting. And actually, I'm going to select this one. You can also go for this one. It really depends. But you can, I mean, if you already have some ideas of the particular book titles that you would like to analyze and see if they are profitable, like let's say the Italian cookbook or Italian recipe cookbook or something like that, then just go ahead and in my next video I'm going to explain how you can analyze those keywords. But yeah, you can use those as ideas like Italian recipe cookbook. Okay, so let's grab a notepad just like this and just use this notepad to get all sorts of keywords later on, which we are going to use to analyze and see the profitability and the competition for our keywords. But at this point, I'm just going to do a good listing. I recommend for you to get about at least 50 keywords to 100 keywords, but 50 is already a good sum of keywords. But if you can get up to 100, then great. And that gives you plenty of book titles for you to analyze, and certainly we'll find a few that are profitable. Okay, so this is for health and fitness. Let's just go over here and see if we can find some diet cookbooks, some ideas for this. Let's see over here, this one. What is this about? Not sure, it doesn't matter. So yeah, you need to scroll down until you are able to find, like this one, you can see easily. Actually, this probably is also something, but in the left one, and I guess this is a novel. It's not exactly what I want, but yeah, for example, you go over here and you can easily see that this is a cookbook. And you can see what you want to do is you want to over the book title and see if you can find a combination of words that actually makes sense and that you think, well, this is probably something that people are searching in Amazon because they want to purchase books about this. For example, over here I can see a couple of keywords. Ketogenic diet for beginners. And I could probably try Keto Cookbook, Keto for Beginners Cookbook, Keto Recipes. Not sure if this is plural Keto Recipes Cookbook. I think it's actually plural over here. So yeah. So just by looking over here, I came up with a few ideas that I may want to try later on. I'm not going to analyze all of these keywords, but I'm going to show to you later on how you can actually see whether a keyword is profitable or not. Let's check over here. This doesn't seem like anything related to cookbooks. Nothing over here. Nothing. This is healing. This is spirituality, obesity. Sometimes there's more books appearing in this listing. This is health, fitness. Yeah, sometimes there's weightlifting. Fast, feast, repeat. Intermittent fasting. Perhaps. I wonder if this exists. I'm not sure. Like, I guess it doesn't exist. I'm not sure. Probably doesn't make much sense. Intermittent fasting cookbook. I'm not sure actually, because I think that people who do intermittent fasting, they actually probably follow a different diet and just use intermittent fasting to kind of get the benefits of this practice. So I'm not sure if there's a cookbook for that. Okay, let me check over here. This one over here, probably Alchemy of Herbs. I mean, this is not exactly a cookbook, but it is something that probably will include a few recipes. Alchemy of Herbs. I think Alchemy of Herbs is the name of this book, but I would go to herbs, and something I would probably do is just go over here on the top to the search box, add over here herbs, and see what I actually get to get more ideas. You can easily do this, and these are actually suggestions, but these are things that people are typing into the search box to get results. Okay, so herbs for cooking. Probably, I mean, that sounds good. Herbs for cooking. So herbs for cooking. I could probably, if I saw that was profitable, I could possibly do a book for that. Herbs and spices. I like that. Herbs and spices cookbook. Yeah, actually, herbs and spices. I probably could do like an extra book for this and have a few cookbooks with dishes, and just like a book for herbs, and basically do a brand around that type of books for an author. But let's see another one. No salt, lowest. Okay, this is actually something. No salt, lowest sodium. So let's check over here. Lowest sodium. I will try no salt cookbook and lowest sodium. I don't think this one will be that profitable, but I'm going to leave over here. You can see that this book is certainly from an author in this niche, because you can see by the number of reviews left. But these books are selling very, very well. I mean, very well. This is selling tremendously well. But let's see if you can find another book title ideas just by looking to the title. You can actually go to the book and see. Sometimes if you go to the book, you can, for example, just check the suggestions, but also check the description. This is also a great way for you to find some extra book titles. Low sodium dishes, low sodium. I would put over here not lowest sodium, but low sodium cookbook. That sounds better. I think this is probably something that people may be searching in Amazon because they want to purchase a book like that. Based, of course, probably when you are starting out. I mean, based on my experience, I guess people are searching more for this than lowest sodium cookbook. Okay, you can see, you can go to the suggestions and you can get plenty of ideas, like the carnivore diet. Okay, that sounds good. Carnivore diet. I would try both keywords. I would try carnivore diet and see what I would get, and I would try also carnivore diet cookbook and see if that is something good. Okay, a lot of these keywords, actually a lot of these books, this is getting from my preference. Actually I forgot to mention, but you should always do in incognito mode. because I'm actually going to open this in incognito mode. I actually forgot to do that, but let's see what we will get, because exactly what you saw over here. You can see that it's getting books based on my preferences. Okay, this is based on my preferences. So actually I'm going to open this. I should have done this before, but yeah, but you can see the difference over here. You can quickly see, actually sometimes this is even better than just going through the bestseller list. You can get so many different ideas. You can see once again, no salt cookbook. So my guess is this is something that is possibly hot, because we already saw two books that are performing extremely well when it comes to this. But Real Southern Cookbook. So Southern, not so much in the diet niche, but well, it's a diet if we think about it. Southern Cookbook. Modern Kitchen Old-Fashioned Flavors. Not sure if Modern Kitchen Cookbook may be a thing. Sometimes you need to like look at certain things and combine words. Knack. I'm not sure what knack is, but knack. But I would try instead Indian cookbook, cooking. Actually, this is Indian cooking, but probably Indian cooking might be a thing, or Indian cookbook. And let's check and see if we can find more keywords over here. Nothing special. Okay, nothing over here. Let's check more. Pressure cooker. Air fry, pressure cook, or pressure. Actually, I can find some keywords over here like air fry, or air fryer cookbook. Pressure cook. I would need to check this. Let me actually go over here. Pressure, and see what we can find. Pressure cooker cookbook. Okay, that seems like a thing that people are searching inside of Amazon. Pressure cookbook. You can see how fast I'm able to just find a bunch of keywords just by going over here to the suggestions, and over here let's see what we can find. Low sodium diet in cookbook. Slow cooker meals. That may be a thing. Slow cooker meals or slow cooker cookbook. Low salt diet. Probably not I mean, low salt diet, probably someone who is typing this into Amazon isn't exactly searching for a cookbook. They may be searching for like a book that has more information about this diet so they can better understand it. Yes, it may be a book that still has a few basic recipes just to get people started, but not exactly, it means that it's a cookbook that people are searching for. You can see that, yeah, low sodium recipes seems like a thing. So low sodium recipes. So you can see that I have some similar keywords over here, low sodium recipes, and I would certainly analyze all of these keywords and to see which one is more profitable. And some of these keywords I could even later on use as secondary keywords that I would like to target with my cookbook. Okay, so this is what I do. I'm not sure dash cookbook what exactly this is. Let me check. Sometimes you can just find a lot more keywords, easily more keywords just by checking the suggestions for a particular book. But let's just check once more, and let's go over here. Okay, slow cooker. So slow cooker, you can see, for example, low sodium. Let's just go over here to this book and see if it's selling well. So for me to see if a book is selling well, I just scroll down and go to the bestseller. Yeah, this is not selling that well. Okay, probably 1 to 2 copies each day. But let's go to the paperback, because that is what matters, because that is where most of the money is done. Yeah, this is selling pretty well when it comes to paperback, you can see. Not sure how many copies per day, but like 3 to 5 copies each day. This book is selling about that. And yeah, this seems like a good. Now, I'm not sure if this is exactly, because this is a long keyword. I mean, I'm not sure if people are exactly searching for this in Amazon, or people are just going to this book because this author is probably famous in this niche. Actually, this seems pretty much like a publisher to me. This seems pretty much like a publisher to me. But this publisher is definitely doing a pretty good job. So it's still this publisher is still doing a pretty good job. Let's check over here another one, but what I would do is just increase the price for the paperback, because you can see it looks pretty good over here with a few images. But yeah, this is definitely is a publisher. This book is not doing that well, but you could go and even check the preview on the Kindle just to get an idea of what is the content. Yeah, this is a publisher. I'm pretty certain this is a publisher based on the images itself. It seems, I might be wrong, you know, but this is the type of books that are already done in the past with this type of images that you can easily find for free. So yeah, this is what you do. I guess I gave you already a good idea at this point, and you know how to find book titles that later on you are going to analyze. In my second video, I'm going to show to you how you can do that process. So first you go to the bestseller. You can either select over here, you can't see, but you can either go to the health and fitness and dieting niche or category, or to the cookbook foods and wine. Then you can go through the list, and if you see like you can grab a few keyword ideas from the book titles by just overing them and just writing them down on a notepad. And if you see something interesting, you can even click on that book and go to the suggestions, and make sure once again that you're in incognito mode, or otherwise the suggestions that will appear is based on your preferences inside of Amazon, and you won't get the suggestions that other people may see. But you can get a lot of ideas just by checking over here the suggestions, and you can see that just in a few minutes I did pretty much a good list of probably 20 to 30 book titles that in my next video I'm going to analyze and check their profitability and competitiveness. But this is what you do. I mean, you can also go through the description. Yeah, basically in this video I show to you my thinking process when it comes to analyzing book titles. Now later on I'm going to do the analyzing process. So stay there and watch my second video where I'm going to explain the rest of the process when it comes to keyword analysis. Also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you still haven't done it. And if you have questions related to Kindle publishing in general, it doesn't need to be exactly about this, then just leave it on the comment section right below. That is all for now. Stay tuned with Jordan Alexo, and bye.